everyone, welcome back to DFM TV. I am Dan the Firestick Man, your source for entertainment, and on today's video, I am going to show you how you can bring your Firestick back to life. Have it work just as good as it did when it came out of the box with just one click. And now it sounds crazy, but for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, you know that maintenance on a Firestick is the key to having your Firestick and Fire TV run to its full potential. But maintenance takes time. And today I'm going to introduce a brand new application that was developed, and before I give credit to them, I gotta say that this thing is awesome. It takes care of all your maintenance needs with just one click. But let me show you something real quick, guys, because I know seeing is believing, and what I did, I spent all morning clicking at as many things as I could on my Firestick to eat up all the internal memory so it can run kind of like garbage, and then I can show you what this new application is going to do to clean up all your Firestick so you can get back to streaming your movies and shows, which is the main reason why you have your Firestick in the first place, right? So you don't have to follow along, you just have to pay close attention. I'm going to hit the home button, and I'm going to go over to the right to settings. And I'm going to go down and go over to the right to applications, and once I click on applications, I'm just going to hover over manage install applications, and as you guys can see here, my internal space is about 92% already being used. And when you use that much internal space on your Firestick is going to run really bad. It's going to lag from one application to the other. Even on your streaming, it may start freezing and buffering, and it really has nothing to do with the internet. It has everything to do with the fact that there's not enough internal memory to run the application that you're using to stream that content. So how does the internal memory get used up so fast? Well, there's several factors that use up the internal memory, but the main one is the cache. So let me talk to you real quick about cache. I'm going to click on manage install applications, and I'm not going to get too much into depth. I'm just going to give you an overview of what cache is and what cache does, and why it's important for you to get rid of the cache. For example, Amazon Live Shopping, if you look at the cache here, it says 3.02 megabytes, which is quite a bit. Maybe not so much for some of you, but that cache continues to increase. Now, what is cache? Cache is downloadable information that the application downloads the first time you click on it. Things like images, your credentials, your favorites for that particular application. And it stores it in this place called cache. And the purpose for that is for the next time that you click on that application, since all that information has already been downloaded and stored, it just makes the application run a little bit faster and better when it comes to booting up again. All right. Now, if I were to delete the cache and then start that application again, it would just take a second or two longer than it would if it had the cache in there. So the difference is not significant for anybody to really notice. So clearing the cache is essential. Why? Because if you have one application with 3.02 megabytes, and then you have another application that has 20 megabytes, and another application that has 15, another one that has 50, the cache adds up, and then it starts eating up all that internal memory space. So your Firestick over time starts running slower. It just really bad to maneuver through it, really bad to get through a show. So that's why it's important to always clear the cache on a Firestick. Now, the old way that we used to do it before Amazon sent out an update, we needed to go into the application and go down and click on clear cache, and then hit the back button and move on to the next application and clear the cache, and we had to go down the entire list. What Amazon did, because we were all crying, hey, make this easier and faster, it's taking a long time, they deliver by sending us this little shortcut that says press rewind to clear the cache, as you see there. Which is great. If you just want to clear the cache, you just hit rewind, and you get this pop-up, hit confirm, and then you move on to the next application and repeat that process, because it only does it for the application that you're over. Now, I believe that defeats the purpose. You know why? Because we also, as part of maintenance, we need to force stop the application. Let me talk about that. What is force stop? Force stop is closing the application that's constantly running in the background. Picture your cell phone. You go into an application, and then you move on to a second application. That first application continues to run in the background, and it's eating up your internet speed, because if it requires anything for internet, it's going to eat up your bandwidth. So now you're working with a second or third application, but the first two are eating up that internet space. Same thing applies for the Fire Stick. If you're trying to stream one thing, but you open up 10 others and you never force stop them, those 10 other applications are taking away internet speed that you could be using for your streaming, for something else that you're doing on the Fire Stick. So it's crucial that you go into each application and you force stop it. And you do that by clicking on the application, clicking on force stop. And if you're already here, we don't need that shortcut. We can just go down and click on clear cache, hit the back button, and move on to the next application and repeat the process on every single application on the Fire Stick. Now, the next thing that you need to do, which is the third important thing, is restarting your Fire Stick. Why? Well, it refreshes the entire Fire Stick. Plus, if your Fire Stick was having a connection issue between the router and the Fire Stick when it comes to your internet speed, or if your Fire Stick jumped over to the 2.4 gigahertz, by restarting the Fire Stick, it breaks that weak connection, it restores a stronger connection, it changes the 2.4 back over to the 5G, which is where you want to have your Fire Stick at all times, and that internet speed increases, and maneuvering through the Fire Stick and watching your shows, streaming and everything, it's now possible for you to do it without the freezing and buffering. So these are the three major things that you need to do to each Fire Stick frequently in order to keep it running smooth and it doesn't give you any issues with your streaming and whatever else you're doing with your Fire Stick. But as you can see, it's time consuming. So this new application changes everything because it does everything I just mentioned with just one click. I'm gonna hit the home button. And I'm going to talk to you real quick about the creator of this application. His name is TechDoctorUK. For those of you that don't know who the Tech Doctor is, here's his YouTube channel. I recommend that you guys go to his channel, subscribe, and show him some love and support for making our lives a lot easier by developing this new application. And the application is called TDUK for TechDoctorUK. So I'm going to go and click on Find. And I'm going to go down and click on Search. And I'm going to type in TD, and right now it shows up in the bottom there, but if it doesn't show up for you guys, just type in TD UK and you're going to see it right there. Click on it and it's going to take you to this application. Now, before I get into the application, there's a couple of things that you need to know from the very beginning. Is in order for this application to work, you need to be running a Fire Stick that is running on the Fire OS 7 software. Okay, now for those of you, just to give you guys an overview of which Fire Sticks that is, it's going to be the Fire Stick or Fire TV Stick Lite. It's going to be the Fire TV Stick HD. It's going to be the Fire Cube 2nd generation, and it's going to be the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, which is the one that I'm working with right now. If you don't know which Fire Stick you have, I'm going to show you where you can look to see what software your Fire Stick is running. But you need to do that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to hit the home button and I'm going to go over to the right to settings, and you guys can follow along if you don't know which Fire Stick you have, if you want to know if you have the right Fire OS. So I'm going to click on My Fire TV, and then here you're going to click on About. When you click on About, you can see right there where it says software version, it says Fire OS, and the first number needs to start with 7. Okay, if it starts with 6 or 5, this application unfortunately is not going to work for you. But if you have a Fire OS 7, this application is going to make your life a lot easier. Again, the Fire OS 7, if you have a Fire OS 6 or OS 5, you won't be able to find this application. But if you have it and you see it, it's because it's compatible. That's another clue. Go ahead and click on it. And the next thing that you guys need to know, well, I went right into it, but the next thing you guys need to know is that this application is not free, but it's not going to break your bank either. Here in the United States, you will be able to purchase this application for $1.99. So $2, guys. $2, and it helps support the Tech Doctor. But here's the best thing. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8, and 9 Fire Sticks like myself, buying it one time on one of your Fire Sticks will give you the ability to download it as paid for on every other Fire Stick that's connected to that Amazon account. Okay, so if it's registered to that Amazon account, you buy it one time and you'll download it to every single Fire Stick. So for me, $2 to spend one time, and have this take care of all my maintenance needs on every single Fire Stick in my home, it's absolutely worth it. Plus, on top of it, it helps support the Tech Doctor, because who knows what is up his sleeve and what the next application that he's going to create to make our lives way better. We've been asking Amazon for this, something like this, for a long time. They gave us a cheap shortcut, but the Tech Doctor took it upon himself to bring us exactly what we're looking for and exactly what we need to make our lives a lot easier. Now that we're in the application, okay, and I will show you from the beginning once I show you what this application is going to do. There's two options that you have. You have the clear cache, and you have the clean cache and clean cache and reboot. Now, the one that's recommended is the clean cache and reboot. And what it does there is not listed, but what it does, and this is from me talking to the Tech Doctor about his application, is the clean cache is going to clean all the cache on every single application. It's also going to force stop every single application, so everything's going to be closed in the background, and it's also going to reboot the Fire Stick all at once. Okay, guys, that's amazing just by clicking on clean cache and reboot right here. Okay, it does all of it one time, and then you can go back to streaming. No more having to go app by app by app by app. Now, I am not going to clean cache and reboot because it will shut off the Fire Stick that I'm recording with right now. So what I'm going to do is clean the cache, and I'm going to show you how all my cache is going to be clean on every single one of my applications, and how the memory is going to be brought down, meaning I'm going to free up a lot of internal space on my Fire Stick so my Fire Stick can run smoothly. And this is all I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to go ahead and clean cache, and that's it. This command was sent successfully. Please exit. So I'm going to now exit. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit the home button. And I'm going to go to the right to settings. I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on applications. And then I'm going to go straight down and I'm going to hover over applications, and you guys are going to see the memory. Look at that, guys. Almost 50% now. It's amazing how much space was just cleared by just hitting on clear cache. Now my Fire Stick is going to run way smoother. The amount of internal space that's being used right now is required to run the interface and run the applications that are installed, but everything else was absolutely freed up, and that's plenty to get the job done and keep your Fire Stick running smooth. Here's the next thing I'm going to show you guys. When you go into it and you go down, if you have a Fire OS like a 4K Max or second generation Fire Cube, you'll notice that the cache still says 16.3 kilobytes. That is the equivalent of 0 here, okay? 16.3 is the amount of cache necessary to make sure that that application gets the self updates that it does. And all the applications now requires a small significant. It's kilobytes, guys. Kilobytes, so it's barely anything at all. So if you see 16.38 or anything that's with kilobytes, you're still okay with a 4K Max and a second generation Fire Cube and some of the other Fire TVs. Every other Fire Stick, that's going to go down to 0. Okay, so don't be alarmed when you see the kilobytes. So I'm going to go down the list. As you can see, kilobytes, 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 kilobytes. This one says 20.48, but it still says kilobytes. And that's where we want to be at. Look, kilobytes. It cleared everything. Kilobytes, kilobytes. Going down the list here. On every single thing that I had that had megabytes is now down to kilobytes, because it cleared the cache on everything with just that one click. I'm going down to even YouTube, which usually is a lot of megabytes. It's down to 16.38 kilobytes. It did what it was supposed to do. If I would have to click on the clean cache and reboot, it would have forced stop everything, restart the Fire Stick, and that is it. You're done. So now, let me start from the beginning. Again, the first thing that you're going to do, if you have a Fire OS 7 Fire Stick or 4K Max second generation Fire Cube, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and turn on ADB debugging. And this is how you do it. You go to the right, you click on settings, go down to My Fire TV, and then go down to developer options, click on that, and then turn on ADB debugging. Once that's done, at that point you can hit the home button and you can go to the magnifying glass, go to search, click on search, and type in TD for TechDoctorUK, and then go down to TDUK, click on it, and then you're going to go ahead and click on the application. And here, for you guys here in the United States, it'll say $1.99 or 199 coins. I never work with the coins. I don't know how that works just yet, but it costs $1.99. Again, you buy it one time and you can download it on every single Fire Stick that's registered to your Amazon account. Now, for those of you in the UK, I believe that's £1. Don't quote me on that. I'm not from the UK, but I believe it's £1. Best thing you guys can do is tell me what country you're from and how much it costs you, and leave it in the comments below so we all know, okay? Once you got that and you purchase it, you're going to go ahead and download it, and it's going to go on the queue. It's going to download really quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and once it's done installing, I'm going to click on open. Once you click on open, it's going to bring you to this screen here. It says connecting to localhost 555. Now, this part, I noticed that it does exceed over 5 seconds, and as you can see on the bottom, it says if you see this message for more than 5 seconds, press the back button on the remote and then click on connect. So usually it's over 5 seconds. So I want you to look at your remote right here, and this is your back button right here, and you're gonna hit that one time. So click back button one time. It's gonna take you to this screen here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit down. So on the circle, you're gonna hit down 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to put you over connect right here, and you're going to click the center of the circle. Once you do that, it's going to bring you up to this screen. Allow USB debugging. We already turned it on, so all you have to do is go click on the center of the circle right away. You don't have to go anywhere, and it's going to put a check mark on where it says allow, always allow from this computer, as you can see, and then hit down once. It's going to put you over OK, click OK, and it's going to bring you to this screen. And you guys are going to go down and click on Clean Cache and Reboot. As soon as you do that, within a few seconds, you'll see your Firestick completely shut off and reboot again. But all your cache is going to be clean. All your applications are going to be closed in the background, and you can get back to business. And whenever you need to come back, you notice your Firestick running a little bit slow, you repeat this process by just clicking on that thing and going back to your streaming. That's all there is to it. Again, I want to thank the TechDoctorUK for creating this awesome application. Thank you for sharing it with us. Guys, $2. I know some of you are really stingy. $2 to save yourself the time to do this is worth it, and you also help support the Tech Doctor for the next great idea he's going to come up with to bring to us and just make our life a lot easier. So thank you guys so much. Do not forget to go over his channel, subscribe, show him some love, some appreciation, and while you're here, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Like this video, share it, make a comment. You guys, let me know how it worked out for you. I'd love to hear your feedback. In the meantime, you guys have been watching DFM TV. I am Dan, the Firestick Man, your source for entertainment. And until the next video, happy streaming.